Yo, what's up, everyone? So, today I want to talk a bit about anime and TV shows endings. And honestly, at least from what I've seen, from my limited experience, they're mostly all bad, you know. And when I say anime, I mean like actually the ones that do have an ending. I'm not talking about like the season of an anime or like some anime that doesn't follow at all, like the source material. It's like I get it if it was like just anime because you know you can see quite a few of those that have well, especially like in shonen you go from like some guy who lives whose main goal is to like I don't know defeat another guy that kidnapped the princess or some shit and you end up in like he's fighting against like freaking god or something like that. It's like yes I can see how it's like it starts to get kind of hard to you know close all the plot points into like a coherent end of the story and stuff. But like that shit even happens in like TV series, And I wanna especially talk about these two. Well, not that I know. Well, actually, I can say even more of them now that I'm thinking about it. But like, I'm talking about the Game of Thrones and like Breaking Bad. And I know everyone like. I mean, Game of Thrones. I don't even need to say why because like pretty much everyone agrees that that show like it's not even the ending. It's like midway through the show like it starts being freaking terrible. But like I think we can all agree that like the last season is actually really, really, really terrible. Like the other seasons, you can be like, oh, maybe they're like going in another direction with these plot points and stuff. But the last season is just okay. We have to end it. It's like you're in the middle of like stripping down and fucking a girl, and then she suddenly goes, okay, we have to go feed the dogs. It's like, bro, what the fuck? So yeah, that show was like absolutely fucking horrible ending. Like, I'm pretty sure most people would agree that it's like one of the worst endings of all time. But I mean, you can kind of like justify it by saying I'm pretty sure it doesn't have like the source material to follow. They just asked like the author some like some vague plot lines that they could follow and stuff, but still they did a freaking horrible job. And then there's Breaking Bad, where it's like, I mean, this show, I think, once Gus dies, spoiler, the whole show goes to shit. Like, there's some useless fucking characters that get introduced that nobody cares about. I'm sure, like, who gets introduced, like the businesswoman and freaking Todd. How's that? How's that like a satisfying ending? Like, this is stuff going to shit, and then like yeah, it also feels rushed, like and then they like quote unquote get revenge on the bad guys, but like nobody gives a fuck. Like when you have like Walter trying to like kill Gus, and he goes with all of his like manipulations and stuff. That's like you're on the edge of your seat, but yeah, like the ending when he just goes to kill Todd and his Nazi uncle, it's like okay. So yeah, I don't know why like most shows. Oh yeah, by the way, just a quick example of a terrible anime ending is like Attack on Titan. That shit is also dog shit. And like I don't know, I think it's mostly because like once a story starts getting popular, you want to do more and more with it because I don't know like if you're having a great like TV series, and maybe in your head you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna do 2 seasons. First season, I'm gonna establish the characters and the plotline and everything, and then I'm gonna like, neatly close it up in the second season by them defeating the villain. And then the TV stations comes to you and it's like, yo, this shit is amazing. We're gonna order 6 more seasons of this, and you're like, well, I pretty much had in my mind how to close it in 2 seasons, so you start like coming up with more stuff that you didn't have in mind before, and then you actually make it relevant. And it's most of the time it's not like self-contained stuff that you like. I don't know if you have like a show that you want to end in 2 seasons, they add 6 more season on instead of doing like I don't know a closed plot line in each season with maybe a bit of the main plot advancing. They do like they start putting on more and more plot lines where this goes here, this does that, this, and you end up like basically with 50 unclosed plot lines, and then you try to close as many as possible in the last season. And of course, you're not gonna be able to do it like in a satisfying manner most of the time. So I think that's why most shows have a shit ending. Like not most shows because I haven't seen every show in freaking existence, but like usually I'd say for most shows the beginning is much better than the ending. I know don't listen to those retards who say it takes a lot of episodes to get good, you know. It's like no, no, it doesn't. Like, well, this is like the One Piece man's common code. No, it gets actually. It takes a lot of episodes actually to get good, you know. And it's like, no, you fucking retard. It's good from the beginning, and it actually starts declining after 500 episodes, you know. Shout out to everyone who has critical thinking skills. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and start to say like. But I am gonna say, like, I don't know why the author do this shit because they usually come up with the concept and like the characters, which is like, in my opinion, is the hardest thing to do. But then they like start doing a bunch of like random stuff. And it's like maybe it's kind of a fluke that they come up with cool concepts and characters because when they introduce new stuff, it's most of the time shit. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's say like uh, for every show, I'd like mostly be happy if like you give it a quote unquote normal ending. You don't need to be like this happens, and then I'm gonna end it this way. It's like I don't know, Game of Thrones just in the last season just do a big war and make the good guys win. It's not gonna be great, but at least it's not gonna be a bunch of shit happening that pretty much nobody cares about, and you're gonna ruin actually what the people actually cared about. So that's all I'm gonna say. Hollywood, hire me. See ya.